For the third time since Nigeria's independence in 1960, the military has effected a change in the government of the day. The longest-serving military government of General Yakubu Gowon has just been overthrown. But unlike the two other coups before it, the overthrow of General Yakubu Gowon-led regime was a bloodless coup. The government was toppled while the head of state was away in Kampala, the capital of Uganda, for a meeting of the defunct Organization of African Unity (OAU) summit. Meanwhile, how did the general react to the news of his removal from power, and what happened afterwards? Let's dive into the details. Welcome to this edition of Hispu Media. Gabriel here. Remember, you can help us to succeed on this channel by hitting the like button on this video and subscribe to Hispu Media. Thank you. But how did the general rise to power? Born on October 19, 1934, Yakubu Gowon joined the army and was commissioned a second lieutenant on his 21st birthday on October 19, 1955. After going for military trainings at the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst, in the United Kingdom between 1955 and 1956, the Staff College, Camberley in 1962, and the Joint Staff College, Latimer in 1965, Gowon rose to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Army in 1966. Meanwhile, after the January 15, 1966 military coup in which Lieutenant Colonel James Yakubu Pam, Lieutenant Colonel Abubu Lageman, Colonel Rav Shodende, and Lieutenant Colonel Ato Unegbe, and a host of other top military officers along with top politicians were assassinated, Gowon assumed the position of Army Chief of Staff. This effectively made him the youngest in the country's history at the age of 31. However, about 6 months later, the military struck again. This time on July 29, 1966, killing the head of state, Major General Johnson Thomas Aguiyi in the process. Yakubu Gowon was then made head of state by the northern officers who had just struck in revenge for the first coup in January of the same year. The previous coup was specifically seen as being targeted at the north. The emergence of Yakubu Gowon as a head of state was to pacify the northern soldiers who felt betrayed by the January 15, 1966 coup. Likewise, given the fact that he was neither of Hausa nor Fulani ancestry and not of the Islamic faith, Gowon was a safe choice for the South as well. But what no one in the South anticipated was the influence of the Northern Army High Command. Gowon was said to be a puppet for the Northern military officers, but that is a story for another day. However, not long after Gowon's ascension, agitations also arose from the eastern Nigeria. First, Gowon was a junior in the army and was not supposed to take over power and rule over his seniors in the military. Second, the murdered head of state, Aguiyi was from the eastern region. And finally, there were perceived ethnic cleansing in the north, with many Easterners targeted and murdered. These and other reasons made Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu to declare secession of the eastern region from Nigeria and named the new republic the Biafran Republic. Meanwhile, before this time, negotiations between the federal military government and the eastern regional government, later to be called Biafra, had failed in Aburi. The popular Aburi meeting was held in Ghana to broker peace between Nigeria and the eastern region, but Gowon reneged on the accord as he returned to Nigeria. In response to Gowon's decision, Ojukwu declared the Republic of Biafra, leading to the start of the Civil War on May 30, 1967. The war lasted for 30 months, eventually ending on January 15, 1970, with a lot of casualties from both sides. When the war ended in 1970, Gowon's government did its best to rebuild the country. However, Gowon started to fall out with his fellow military men who were not happy with some of his policies and his inability to fulfill some of his earlier promises. Having already promised that he was going to transmit power to civilian rule in 1976, Gowon reneged and postponed the handing over indefinitely. This did not go down well with the military high command, and a coup was the last resort. Colonel Joseph Nanvan Garba, commander of the Federal Guards Brigade in Lagos and Gowon's most loyal military officer, was saddled with the responsibility of announcing the coup to the world. On July 29, 1975, Joseph Garba, in a tense voice and shaky tone, announced as follows: "Fellow countrymen and women, I, Colonel Joseph Nanvan Garba, in consultation with my colleagues, do hereby declare that in view of what has been happening in our country in the past few months, the Nigerian Armed Forces decided to effect a change of the leadership of the federal military government. As from now, General Yakubu Gowon ceases to be head of the federal military government and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. The general public is advised to be calm and to go about their lawful duties." In Gowon's place, Brigadier General Murtala Muhammed was appointed as the head of the new government, while Brigadier Olusegun Obasanjo became his deputy. Meanwhile, at the time the coup was announced, General Yakubu Gowon was away in Kampala for the OAU summit. But upon hearing the news of his overthrow, General Yakubu Gowon immediately pledged his loyalty to the new government, asking Nigerians to support the government. According to him, he had suspected that some military men were plotting to overthrow him, and that as a precautionary measure, he had moved his family to London before leaving the country. Thereafter, Gowon addressed the press, asking for support from all Nigerians and friends of Nigeria for the new regime. He said in a press statement, "From all indications, a new government has been established in Nigeria. I wish to state that I, on my part, have accepted and pledged my full loyalty to my nation, to my country, and to the new regime. Therefore, in the overall interest of the nation and our beloved country, I appeal to all concerned to cooperate fully with the new government and ensure the preservation of peace, unity, and stability of our dear motherland. As a Nigerian, I am prepared to serve my country in any capacity which my country may consider appropriate. I am a professional soldier and I can do any duty that I am called upon to do. May I take this opportunity to thank all Nigerians and friends of Nigerians for the support and cooperation that you all gave me during my tenure of office, and call upon you all to give the new government of our nation same support and cooperation in the interest of our beloved country. Long live one united, happy, prosperous Nigeria. Long live the Organization of African Unity. May God bless you all," he said in a statement. He was also said to have quoted Shakespeare saying, "All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances." He also asked all present to pray and look after Nigeria for him. But what then happened afterwards? Well, from Kampala, the capital of Uganda, Gowon moved to the United Kingdom, where he spent his time on Israel. While in the United Kingdom, he studied at the University of Warwick, where he obtained a PhD in political science. Much later, he was engaged in humanitarian services across the world, establishing the Nigeria Pray in 1996, a group that was specifically centered on praying for the success of the country. In November 2004, Gowon won World Peace Prize for maintaining national stability, promoting economic growth, and organizing a symbolic peace conference in the African region. The award was given by World Peace Prize Awarding Council. But for the complete story of the coup that removed General Yakubu Gowon from office, please click the video displayed here. And don't forget to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to Hispo Media. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.